So these are the two things to think about. Punctuation, breathe, all right? Take it away.
My gentle Puck, come hither.
By explicitly teaching public speaking skills, we help our students grow into their most powerful potential. Let's imagine a simple technical adjustment, in this case, an actor's tip about how to speak publicly, and their voices automatically become much more present and their ideas become much more cogent.
Puck! My gentle Puck, come hither.
One of the most important skills that I'm trying to teach my students is to express themselves. In all of their classes, they are expected not only to understand the material, but be able to express it. So learning how to communicate your ideas effectively is so important.
Very good. That was great. Today I led a workshop on public speaking for the 8th grade. These kids have great ideas and sometimes they just are lacking some of those technical skills that actors have. And so the point of the workshop was to sort of give them those skills and then see how they flourished. Think about something you would enjoy telling someone else about. First, I asked them to imagine they were about to step on a stage and publicly speak, and what would happen to their bodies. What is getting nervous do to our body?
Chills.
Chills, okay, great.
Your hands could get sweaty or clammy.
And then I help them think about how can we reframe that, just even as a mental exercise. Instead of saying like, I'm so nervous, we can think, I am so brave. And that little switch can help these kids sort of step into some sort of courage rather than being nervous. What happens to your breath? Then we talked about breath. And we actually modeled and demonstrated how not to breathe. And just sort of recentering that to be coming from a lower place in our body will give us more energy and more calm.
My favorite shows.
We talked about how when we get nervous, we often shift our weight back and forth. You will actually have a lot more focus if you have that planted feeling at your feet. Pretend that you are anchored on the ground through these amazing tree roots. And people will take your ideas more seriously too if you're not sort of shifting around. I had them imagine this idea of being on a playground and trying to reach somebody with your volume. We just automatically come out more authoritative and more confident by using a bigger voice.
And you also have to get some red peppers, so that way you can have cold protection.
It was amazing to watch how students opened up throughout the process of trying something, receiving feedback, and then trying it again.
Amazing. I'm gonna pause you there because that was so good. So then it came time to actually put this into action with text. Think of this as sort of a way to do public speaking through Shakespeare. And so I brought in the Puck monologue from A Midsummer Night's Dream as an example of this character who's just at the end of the play making a speech to the audience.
That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear.
Those same skill sets they can use when they are in a college interview or presenting an idea before peers.
That the rude sea grew civil at her song.
It was really amazing to see them improve in their public speaking skills. By the second and third time of them expressing the same idea, they were doing so with fewer filler words, more clarity, and more confidence.